Hello, everyone. I am Kim Kelly, the CEO and co-founder of pepelwerk, and our content today on our 6th vlog is all about teachers. Now, if you're watching this, you're thinking, what do teachers have to do with me? Well, honestly, everything. Let's do the math really quick, and then I'll tell you why this is important for you to watch, share, and even provide comments on, because teachers are going to be one of the most valuable roles that we have in our society over the next 10 years. Let's talk about it. What I'm showing you right here is just basic Google search, right? Part of this is let's see and test what comes up in our search results. How many people are in the United States? Of course, you can go to the US Census, but I also have this I like the way that this website, Statista, breaks down the demographics. So let's just take this number. Like, this is where we're at in 2022. The census it's always lagging about 2 years. Now let's just do the basic math. There are 60 million people of traditional school age, meaning from the age of 6 years old all the way up to the age of 25. If we're trying to do a traditional teacher to student ratio, traditional model, books and all, we are expecting one teacher for every 25 students. That's 2.4 million teachers just in the United States. And just when we think of traditional learning metrics. So let's go back to the content and let's talk about why, or let's dive in more about why teachers are going to be so important and what the content is currently saying as we search. Well, there's two things. So remember, I just showed you the 2.4 million teachers are needed. And that could be more, because now we're kind of redefining what teaching is, what a teacher is expected to do, and also what education is. If you have not gotten our point of view on that, make sure you go to our video channels, or even go to our website where all of our content is nice and centralized for you. So if you want to hear what's happening to keep yourself informed, your family informed, your company informed about the way the future of work and education is moving and your place in it, our website is the place to go. There is something that is important to recognize about teachers. First, there's a perceived shortage. Now, this shortage, according to this website, which is, let's go back to the website, EdWeek, which I think is a pretty reputable website. This is from December of 2023. I will tell you that because we do have a lot of educators who are customers of pepelwerk, and I say education in a formal and informal sense, they are always looking for people to teach, but how they define what a teacher is and is expected to do is different, and that's key to our conversation today. So this point of view is just explaining to you why people are not voluntarily raising their hand to become a teacher in their traditional sense. There are plenty of people who are raising their hand to provide education, knowledge building content on a variety of different platforms, a variety of different distribution channels, including on pepelwerk, where we actually help people match with the best knowledge building activities related to their goals, all in real time. We have plenty of people that are willing to share their expertise, but why are we not opting into formal teacherhood? Well, this is really why. And this is where I think the article could have done a little bit better to explain the why. Like, yeah, we understand it is, but why is it? And then what can we do to solve the problem? Or is it a problem that we want to solve? That's another question that we have to ask. So in this particular article, besides explaining the fact that, yes, teachers are hard to find, I mean, think about it. How much trash do you talk about a teacher? If you're a parent, do you even know what your teacher is teaching your child? It doesn't matter really what age. And when COVID happened, were you the one that was like super on the funny lady that was like, please, COVID, stop so that I can send my kid away and I don't have to deal with them because you're treating your teacher like a babysitter? If that is you, or if that's somebody that you know, then I would basically ask yourself, would you like to be on the other side of that conversation? Would you like to be a teacher who, in a public sense, is typically underpaid and has 70% of their time absorbed by social nonsense, political nonsense, and administrative work. And then on top of it, you have this big social devalue of your entire role and contribution to society. Like, none of that sounds attractive to me. I'm not going to raise my hand to be a teacher. I have heard what my neighbors say about their teachers, and some of it I don't dig. And of course, I do challenge them, because I think if we presented a more, if we universally as a society explained or presented a more onerous position of what a teacher could be, you might get more people to raise their hand. I'm just saying. The other article is about the growing problem around the shortage in the labor force. And so that this Economic Policy Institute, this article, so the first one that we found was about just stating the problem and then the mechanics of the problem. And then this particular article goes into the bigger cause and effect. Some of it is a little bit about what I just mentioned, but this other part here actually makes you think about what a teacher is and how and what is expected of a teacher in the future. So I just mentioned a little bit ago that you really want to think about the value a teacher could have in solving big economic problems like our skills shortage. If you give them a vehicle to be able to relate their curriculum in real time to what businesses are looking for in terms of skills, competencies, you might get this amazing lift in how teachers feel and are validated in the work that they're doing. And on a bigger level, we might be able to solve this compounding skills gap. We might be able to create more communities where people are achieving their work goals. And of course, that's my aspiration. And that's why pepelwerk is designed the way it is. We are the vehicle that allows teachers in the modern sense who are looking and passionate about developing thoughts and connecting their curriculum and their expertise to close the skills gap for their learners. We want that conversation to happen in real time between work and those really passionate teachers out there that are willing to help us close the skills gap, so that individuals maybe don't have to have a pessimistic view of teachers, or that we don't think teachers are babysitters, or really that we really find a better value, a perceived value of the education and knowledge that we're getting from teachers and education just in a broader sense. So definitely it's something to think about. If you are somebody who has a teacher in your life, give them a hug. They probably have to deal with quite a bit. And that's on all spectrums of what it means to be a teacher today. And if you are somebody who heard this content and thought, maybe I need to position how I perceive the value of a teacher differently to my community, my company, my family, I hope that it did give you some food for thought. And if you are a teacher or know a teacher, and you're thinking, how do I become that kind of teacher? The kind of teacher that gets my curriculum and knowledge building and just drains my expertise and makes it so effective and efficient into society? Well, come visit us at pepelwerk, because we help you evolve with work.